Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lenin Arellano, and I'm going to talk about the first lesson plan with respect to the second bimester. So, the topic of this lesson plan is adjectives. So, what it is intending to carry out is try to avoid the the four skills in English language, such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So the main objectives for listening skills is we will be able to identify and follow instructions. For speaking skills, we can accurately name the new vocabulary words with all kind of adjectives. For reading skills, we will be able to recognize the vocabulary uh, with adjective words in context, in stories, in magazines, in books, etc. Whose writing skills will be able to build our own sentences to express or describe some famous people or describe the members of the family. Methodologies and strategies. How methodologies we can use uh, strategies, methodologies, teaching of communicative language, lingual audio method, uses of ECT, and teamwork. How strategies we can use whole class work, um, working in conversations, working with review the worksheets, review the answers of the worksheets, working pairs, working groups, working pairs communication activities, interview preparation for some expositions maybe. Also, we can use with some worksheet with alphabet soup so that the students can find these words inside the alphabet soup. Who anticipatory said the teacher talk about the characteristic of people, characteristic of things, characteristic of animals. For example, uh, the teacher could say that music teacher likes to write songs and math teachers like to receive or recycle. Also explain the difference in the different adjectives in and their uses. So how how class descriptions the topic. The teacher says the topic and the adjectives. We'll start the class talking about the different personalities that people have. It's very important to introduce the topic in order to give the students a general idea. Questions like who is natural lover or who like to take risk. The idea is to see the different preferences of the people, but the teacher have to stay focused in the students are understanding the questions. For this reason, the teacher have to be observer or look at all the students because the intention of the developed lesson plan is for the teacher can find a way for the students to understand the class and preferably not speak Spanish. A teacher will divide the class into a group or in pairs and gives them an alphabet soup to discover the new adjectives. The objective is to find the adjectives that the students listened a few minutes ago. It's important to choose dynamic activities so that the teaching learning process is permanent in the students, but it is necessary to develop different forms, different ways of techniques, maybe working groups as a couple, working working pairs, uh, etc. The idea is that the students can develop the work with other, uh, and try to improve the environment class. A teacher will check the answer and explain all the concepts of the adjectives one by one on the whiteboard and explain the meaning of the new vocabulary, taking into account that it looks easy, but at this level you should teach basic topics but with vocabulary according to the age of the students. In this case, the topic developed in class will be supported with the English book. It's necessary a book. The activities will help to reinforce the topic given in class. In the next one activity, the students will speak about famous people or can can speak about a member of the family, and if they know somebody with the characteristics of the new adjectives. Teacher will walk around the class, listen the conversations, um, and this kind of activity helps to develop listening and speaking skills. Many times students of foreign language don't like to speak out of fear, but step by step with this type of activities, students will gain confidence. For this reason, teacher will conclude the class by reviewing the adjectives and their meaning briefly. Also, for homework, the teacher um, can send some basic 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 homework, uh, but for the students can build their own sentences and try to explain in classes. It's important to remark all adjectives uh, with with each examples uh, of the students according their real life. That's all. Thank you very much.